What is goody? It's your boy StaticBlack. We coming with a new video, alright? It's been a minute, but hey, this is gonna be about a story time that I had. This is actually just happened yesterday, which is crazy. So, start off like this. Oh, keep in mind this is during the pandemic and whatever. So, mask and people are being cautious and everything like that. So Texas, they lifted the mask mandate, so if you're vaccinated, you're good. So some places they'll let you actually just walk in without a mask, and businesses can refuse you service if you don't have a mask, right? And it's not required, so whatever, right? So this happened at a doctor's office actually. So I'm in my car, right? I got my fine whip. I pull into the parking lot, bro. It was bussing. There was so many people in the parking lot. There was so many cars parked. I was like, bro, usually this place isn't even crowded, but today it was just crowded as I don't know what, bro. It was packed. So I was like, man, I can't even find a spot. I was gonna try to park in the front, right in front of the doctor's office, so I can just get out of my car and just walk in. What I decided to do, because I have a pretty nice car. At least I cherish my car. I don't want it to get banged up or, I fear parking next to people, at least close to people, especially in like tight parking spots. I have a compact car, but still. So I went on the side. I parked on the kind of the back part of the doctor's office. And there was no one beside me. There was like a whole bunch of parking spots in the back. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to park back here, walk to the front. So I parked. And I walk to the front. As I'm walking up to the front door, there's a lady holding the door. She has her mask on and everything. And then there's another lady that was getting out of her car, because they have a little drop-off section where people can just drop off their family members so they can walk into the place. And, so if the person's elderly and they have trouble walking, they can just go inside, basic stuff. So this lady, she got out of her car and she put on her mask and everything. And I was... I'm a gentleman, so I just let her go first. I was waiting for her to actually walk inside. She took a minute, though. I'm not gonna lie, she took a minute. She was dragging that. But the lady at the door, she's like, "Hey, what is y'all names? I can take your names, and then I'll sign y'all in." She seemed kind of panicking or whatever. She's like almost as if she didn't want us to come inside yet, but she let us come inside. And so as soon as you walk inside, there's the first door, double doors, right? There's a little section where it's kind of open, like in hotels or apartments. There'll be like a little brief opening section where you have one door, you open and you walk through. There's a little waiting area, and then you walk through another door, and then it's the main building. That's how it was for this office. So I walked in the first door, and she said, "Oh, y'all can sit right here." She was basically saying, "Hey, y'all should sit right here instead of going inside at the moment," because I don't know. But she said, or you can just go inside and then go to the left and sit in the main lobby area where everyone else was. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait in this little section because she seemed like we should sit here. She was looking out. I don't know why, but I just felt like, you know what? I'm going to sit here because I don't want to have to deal with other people or whatever. So I was just sitting there on a chair. There's only like 2 chairs in there. I was sitting there. I whipped out my phone. I'm just scrolling through Reddit or something, looking at my text. I hear a lady inside raising her voice. "I don't care." I'm like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? It was kind of weird. I was like, okay. I looked through the other doors to see what was going on, but I couldn't really see anything. I saw a lady at the desk, but she was talking to one of the nurses at the counter, but it didn't seem like anything was happening there. So I went back to scrolling through Reddit. I was scrolling some funny videos, looking at stupid memes, right? And then I hear it again. "I don't care." It's way louder this time. Way louder. I'm like, oh my goodness. And then I see something fly. I was like, no way. There was this older lady, bro. So there's like 2 sections to the office, right? There's one where you can try on stuff. It's an eye doctor. So there's one section where if you want new glasses, they have this section where you can try on the new glasses. And then across that room, there's a lobby area. And then there's the desk and counters where you can, talk to the nurses and whatnot. This lady was in the glasses section. She started throwing stuff, and she was yelling and screaming, "I don't care, I don't care." She's like, fuck you, fuck you. I'm like, oh, shoot. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, what is wrong with this lady? She was an older white lady. She had white hair, bro. White, straight white. She had a red visor and everything. She looked like an older Karen. You know what I'm saying? It's a Karen story, baby. Let me tell you, she had a service dog, right? But this dog was like, I've never seen a service dog like this. Usually whenever I see a service dog, I think of like a medium-sized dog, like a lab or something, right? Or maybe even a husky. I don't know, right? But this chick had a small dog. I don't know dogs. I don't know the types of dogs. I only know like a few breeds, right? But this dog, it was so small. It was almost the size of a chihuahua, but it wasn't a chihuahua. It had long hair, whatever, right? She was trying to get out of the place. She was yelling at all the nurses, right? She's like, oh, fuck you, da 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 da. Get the fuck out of my face, da 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 da. And I'm assuming this guy whipped out his phone to record this, right? One of the workers there at the glasses part, right? He whipped out his phone to record. This lady, she yanked that shit out of his hands and threw it across the room. I was done. Let that happen to me, bro. I'm not letting that happen to me. First off, it ain't even coming out of my hands because I'm gripping that, right? There's no way you're gonna snatch my phone out of my hands. And then to throw it across the floor, bro, you got me messed up. There's no way that's happening, bro. Let's say in some magical way it gets out of my hands, right? And she throws it across the floor. It's wraps, bro. I'm not for violence, right? But at the same time, sometimes I can't control myself. I'm not saying hit anyone. I'm not saying, especially if it was a dude, bro. Say less, we squabbing. It's immediate hands. He doesn't even get a chance to throw it across the room. It's immediate hands. You already know. But anyways, she throws his phone across the room. Slamming and everything, bro. She pushes the lady that took our names. She pushes her out of the way, opens the first door to the area where I'm in. I'm like, oh, please don't do anything to me. I'm not trying to get into anything right now. I just came here for my appointment, right? She comes inside. As she's opening the door and she's walking, she's dragging her service dog, and it's yelping. You know what I'm saying? She's dragging it. And, service dogs, they don't make noises. They hardly do anything because they're to support you emotionally and whatever you're going through, right? It's a service dog. They don't make noises. And you're not even supposed to pet them or anything. This dog was yelping because she was dragging it across the floor. As she was dragging it, it actually hit the table too. The leash she had, it was wrapped around the dog, and she was just dragging it across the floor, and it hit one of the legs of the tables, and it was yelping, right? I was like, dang, I feel bad. Like, she shouldn't even deserve this service dog. After she was dragging it, she opened the door. She was dragging it across the floor. Then she opened the other door, and she's still dragging the dog, yanking it. And she was still yelling, fuck you, yeah, fuck you. I was like, oh my gosh, like, what is going on? And then she opens the other door, she walks out, and then she starts flicking people off and still yelling. And then the lady that helped me, she's like, hey, you can come inside. I was like, yeah, let me just get inside because I'm not trying to deal with this chick, right? This older lady. And I go inside. I sit down, and all these people are still talking. Oh my gosh, I can't believe her. And all the workers are standing in the front, looking outside, looking out the window. And this lady's still she's still wilding. She's wilding out, bro. She's still wilding out. And then she goes to her car. Let me tell you this. As soon as I heard, she's damaging other people's cars, I was done. I was like, no way. People started getting up. They're like, I hope it's not my car. And apparently, it looked like the person that was helping her, she's like, she best not be damaging my car, because I guess she had like vendetta or whatever against her or something. But she was like keying people's cars. She was kicking cars and everything. You heard the alarms going off, bro. I was like, please. As soon as I heard that, I was like, thank God I parked to the other side. Thank God there was so many people here and there's hardly any parking spots, and I chose to park on the back side. That's why whenever you're driving somewhere, whenever you're trying to park, always make sure you have enough room between the people you're parking next to, and make sure you're parking next to people that you know won't mess up your car. You know, give yourself enough space so that you won't get dinged, or you won't have the feeling whenever someone opens their door, they're going to hit your car. Make sure you park in the good spot. But anyways, back to the story. So people are saying, oh, she's damaging people's cars. She damages people's cars, right? And then you hear her get in her car. She rams into someone else's car, bro. She straight up just rams into someone's car. She didn't give a fuck. Today was her day. She was going out like a G. You know what I'm saying? She said, I'm going to fuck everyone around me. I don't care about anyone else. Today, these people tried me, and guess what? They're going to get it. I'm just going to give it to them. She said today was not the day to mess with me, basically, right? She rams into this other person's car. She starts blowing her horn. And she rolls down the window, flicks everyone off, starts yelling, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And the lady's inside, oh, I'm calling the police. Bum, 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 bum. And then she says, I don't care. That's what she was saying, I don't care to at first. Apparently, she was saying, I don't care. Because she didn't care that the police were coming. She was ready to bust a move. She said, you know what? I'm still wilding, baby. I'm going to wild out. She just kept wilding. I was like, no way. So she said, I don't care. And she pulls out of there and whips out, drives off. Mind you, everyone inside is just like, I can't believe that just happened. People are like, oh, whose car is that? No one said anything. I was like, man, that's probably someone's car that's in the actual other lobby area, or is actually with the doctor right now. Can you imagine that? Imagine if you're with the doctor, you're getting your checkup or whatever, and then you come outside and your car is fucked. Imagine your car's keyed, your car's rammed into, and you don't even know what happened. That would be the worst day ever. And of course, you don't get the insurance from the lady. I mean, they have cameras outside, but at the same time, you're going to have to wait till they actually get the stuff. What if you have plans for the rest of the day? Because this was the morning, mind you. This was the morning. Can you imagine? It would just ruin your entire day. It would probably ruin your entire week. Because this is the beginning of the week. It was, Tuesday. Can you imagine that? Not me. So, after all that happened, the dude went and picked up his phone. He's like, oh, I'm all right. Well, that was my excitement for today. Bruh. How would you wait till that long to pick up your phone and everything? Bro, if she threw my phone, I already told you. But, I'm not for the violence. But anyways, at the very end of my appointment, I was talking to the nurse. And this dude was talking about, oh, did you hear about what happened? I was like, yeah, I was there. It happened as soon as I walked in. He's like, oh, yeah. He said, apparently it was because you didn't subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Just kidding. All right, let's get back to it. Guess what? Just imagine this older white lady, white as snow hair, right? Red cap. What do you think she was getting mad at? What do you think set her off? Mind you, we're in the pandemic. I'm in a place, you already know where this is going. So this dude said she got set off because she didn't want to wear a mask. All that because she didn't want to wear her mask. Like, just put it on your face. Even if let's say you had the appointment and you're just mad, and they say, hey, you have to wear your mask. Just put it on your face. Literally, just put it on your face. What if you don't want to wear your mask? What if you're just so against it, you're like, no. Just don't go there. Just leave. They didn't take your money. You know what I'm saying? They didn't take your money. You didn't pay anything. Just leave. Don't give them service. If anything. I'm not saying, whatever, right? But at the same time, you don't have to go all wilding out, throwing papers, throwing glasses, throwing someone's phone, pushing people, cussing people out, just because you don't want to wear your mask. And then you want to go in the parking lot, act the fool, cussing at any person you see, keying people's cars, ramming into people's cars, and acting crazy, all because you don't want to wear a mask. and you get the police called on you, because let me tell you this, she is gonna get arrested. I mean, she's gonna have to pay those bills, you know what I'm saying? Just like I'm paying my bills right now. But at the same time, all because of mask? Bro, it's not that serious. Just put the mask on your face. Man, people wilding out. People are wilding these days. It's a crazy world out there. But that's pretty much it. Stay safe, y'all. It's your boy StaticBlack, and we out ya.